everyone, welcome back. Well, when you are considering a cosmetic procedure, you want to ensure that you are in the hands of a trustworthy professional. Consumer investigator Dale Cardwell wants to help you make the right choice, and he joins us today with a double board certified plastic surgeon from Atlanta Face and Body, Dr. Elizabeth Whitaker. Welcome to you both.
Great
Thank
to be
you very
here.
much.
Yes, I'm thrilled. I was actually looking over this. I was so excited to talk to you both because I'm getting in my late 30s, and I'm going to ask you about that in just a second, Doctor.
Okay.
But talk to us first, Dale, about your certification process.
Well, as you know, I spent 25 years as an investigative reporter getting to the bottom of really complicated matters. And I realized that I really should take that time and experience and kind of flip the coin and help people in advance of making a tough decision. Make certain that the company prices fairly, has great quality service, and is legitimate, so that you remove the danger of making that decision.
Sure.
Over the years, I've gotten so many requests for this category. People wanting to know who is the proper doctor to see. You see so many people talking about it, but what do you do to make that step? So that's what we did, is we made certain that this is a smart step for someone. Dr. Elizabeth Whitaker is the person to go see.
All right, I love that. We just want somebody trusted, and there's so much information online, so we appreciate that you bring that to us. Dr. Whitaker, I want to ask you, you were known as the Queen of Faces. Talk about that a little bit.
Well, I'm very fortunate in my career to have done around 4,500 facelifts, as well as thousands of other facial cosmetic procedures. And based on that experience as probably one of the most experienced facial specialists, not only in Atlanta, but in the country, people just started calling me kind of the Queen of Faces, and it just kind of stuck.
That's a good title. I like that. I like that. Talk about, I know you have a plan for people as they begin the aging process. I want to ask you, what age do you think we should start thinking about getting a plan in place, and then how you go about doing that?
Well, really, we start to get more collagen breakdown, then we get collagen production as early as our 20s. So you actually can start being proactive very early. And one of the things I did when I started Atlanta Face and Body was to really focus on a lot of the non-surgical cutting edge treatments as well.
Sure.
So that we could, whether it's a non-surgical treatment, surgical treatment, we can customize a plan to really help what I call age beautifully, which for me is maintain a natural, balanced look and help you look and feel your personal best through the aging process.
Right, and talk about looking and feeling your personal best. We actually have one of your patients that had something to say.
I got referred by a friend. I'm a blogger, and so was looking at some of my pictures and wasn't really happy about, I almost looked like I was kind of a little bit angry. So I thought, it's kind of time. I want to do something a little different, kind of get rid of some of these little hard lines. So that's why I ended up coming to see Dr. Elizabeth.
So the computer animation played a role in
It did,
helping you
very
make
much
your
so.
decision.
Oh, absolutely. It's huge. Like I said, when you can see kind of a before and after, that kind of gives you an idea of what you're looking at. It's a personal thing, and if you feel comfortable talking about it, I think you need to share, because I think women are interested in this. They want to know about it, but they're fearful, so they don't do anything. And, you know, you get a little bit more fearless, I guess, as you go, because you're like, oh, yeah, I kind of like the way that looks. She's really good about keeping up to date with the newest and the latest.
Wow, stunning patient testimonial. We mentioned in your introduction, Dr. Whitaker, that you're double board certified. Talk about that.
Well, I'm certified both in the specialty that I did my residency, head and neck surgery, and then also certified in the specialty in which I did my fellowship, which was facial plastic and reconstructive surgery. And I think it's important for people when they're selecting a surgeon to not only look at whether they're board certified or not, but to look at the specialty they're board certified in.
Yes.
Kara, you can't stress that more. It's just so important. There are so many people out there that say that they can do these procedures, but they really don't have the experience. And Dr. Whitaker has both, double board certified. That's really makes a huge difference.
It really does. My husband's a physician, and I know that there are some people that will say, like you just said, that they can do a certain procedure, but are they rightly trained in it? Did they go to an accredited place where they can get that further education?
Well, more practitioners are entering the cosmetic marketplace, and they may or may not be trained in a particular specialty or even be formally trained as a surgeon. So it is an important thing for people to be aware of.
It really is. Let's look at what another one of your patients had to say. I'm so
Okay,
excited
wonderful.
to see.
Dr. Elizabeth was amazing. She's a true artist. I really got the results that I was looking for. Couldn't be, more skilled as a surgeon, and I was pleasantly surprised to see that she was double board certified in facial plastic surgery and head and neck surgery. Trained at some of the top schools in the country and are some of the top plastic surgeons. So that was really one of the tipping points for me. Actually, her staff too was just amazing. Everybody from the receptionist, when you come in, they know your name. to the estheticians, whether you spent $400 or $4,000, I think they really cared about me as a patient. Everything really went surprisingly well. It was better than going to the dentist, I think.
Kara, I got to meet these people, and I was just so impressed at how anxious they were to tell their story. They were so happy with their results and the process that they shared that story. And I went in thinking, okay, are they really going to talk about this? And they're like, yes, let me tell you my story. And I
Right.
love this lady, is
Yes.
what they said. And the one-on-one relationship is huge.
Right, and they look incredible, Doctor.
Thank
Dale,
you.
I also want to ask you too, how does the Make It Right guarantee apply to Dr. Whitaker?
You're
in
going to get
practice?
excellent customer service. They're going to answer their phone. They're going to promptly return calls. During the care process, Dr. Elizabeth calls them personally, asks about their recovery. How are you feeling? How's it going? You're going to have your hand held the entire way, and you're going to feel comfortable. I can't stress enough how important that consultation is. You're
Right.
going to feel very, very comfortable with Dr. Elizabeth and what she recommends.
Yes, and if you go in your 20s, when you need to start making that plan as you age, you form a relationship with you, which I love knowing that you'll, hold our hand from beginning to helping us age beautifully, as you said earlier. Talk about, I know you have a special offer for Atlanta and Company viewers.
Well, for our Atlanta Company and viewers, you can have a free consultation with me personally. And so please call our number, visit our website, and learn more about us.
All right, Dr. Whitaker, Dale, thank you so much for being here. I'm
bet.
excited to get something done. Let's do something. This is exciting. All right, well, if you've been thinking of making a change, give Dr. Whitaker a call today at 678-430-3996 or check out AtlantaFaceandBody.com. Thank you so much for being here.